Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Welcome to Championship Sunday in Anaheim, California. You guys are up early and you guys are awesome. You were perfect yesterday and I see they have a lot of energy today. Of course, I'm Axel Toss. I'm joined by Axlab and we're about to get started with the first match of the evening, of the morning. Oh my gosh. We got Naniwa versus Jaedong, a best of 3. The players are in the lobby. I'm gonna ask if they're ready. And this is gonna be quite the treat as Naniwa gets on those sound canceling headphones. The countdown has begun. Day 3, excuse me. Game 1, match 1 of Championship Sunday here at the Spring Championship event is about to begin. The stage is going to be Belshir Vestige, a Protoss versus Zerg that everyone kind of knew had to happen at some point in this tournament.
I mean, it's just like the Naniwa versus Huck match. It was destined to happen.
Destined to happen. The question is, who will stay alive in the MLG Spring Championship event? In the bottom right-hand location, I present to you your blue Protoss player representing the Alliance, the only non-Korean remaining in this tournament. Give it up for Naniwa. His opponent in the top left-hand location, one of the best RTS players to ever play any RTS game. A legend in Brood War, becoming a legend in Starcraft 2. Representing Team Evil Geniuses, he is Jaedong. $374,000 in prize money.
He's in the top few of all esports players of all games of all time. Absolutely amazing.
Staggering. Staggering.
And I mean, the scary thing about this guy is that's actually less than what like his salary was in Brood War. Like he made more money just playing for the team than even in tournament winning. So this guy, of course, I mean, he's been around forever, and like you said, he's someone that has to be feared and respected.
All right, the stage is certainly set for this match. Again, it's on Belshir Vestige, a nice neutral map to start things off here. I think a lot of pro players have really been warming up to this match. A lot of these players have a ridiculous amount of builds to use on a map like this. They've played on it for so long. Again, a great stage for game 1 here. And we're seeing Jaedong not going for any 3 hatches before a pool here. Getting a pool on 13 and then going on to the hatchery. So playing very safe to start things off. Perhaps has distant memories of that DreamHack game when Naniwa on this map went for that proxy 2-gate play to take Jaedong out in game 2. A build that if you scout as a Zerg, you can pretty much hold it off.
And I mean, if you look at his second Overlord, it kind of went over to the right, then down, because he wanted to check. A lot of people in the proxy 2 gates are going to put him just outside that natural expansion. So the Overlord went all the way to the right before heading down towards Naniwa's base. He's definitely aware that that's a possibility and making sure that doesn't happen to him here.
Jaedong identifying his opponent, going for this one base opening. A lot of Protoss players loving to do this lately. It allows them the ability to get a relatively fast warp gate tech, the ability to apply pressure to their opponent, and it kind of forces their opponent to be very wary of what's going on. Of course, if a Zerg player spots a forge at the natural expansion of their opponent, they're going to be hitting that drone button a lot. Wow, 4-Ling's going to be mildly annoying.
You know what? This pylon might die. Motion Core is going to come out, but the Zerglings can just stay there and kill the pylon.
Oh my God.
Losing your second pylon? That's huge, because now he actually has to build another pylon right now. He has one on the way. But that's only going to put him barely over his supply limit. He's going to need to start another one immediately. In fact, is he? No,
that's not going to be canceled, surely. Jaedong's micro, though, is unequal to any in the world, though. He's moving the weakenlings away. He's trying to target fire down the Nexus.
He's going to get it.
Jaedong forced the cancel. The Mothership Core desperately trying to hit. The Nexus getting lower and lower.
Oh, no. He's not going to get it.
Have to cancel. Okay. Everyone, take a breath. We can breathe a little bit. Now, Naniwa did lose that initial pylon. Units lost. Actually, he did lose 7 links. So Naniwa will be slightly ahead, but losing that pylon is as you said, a pretty big deal.
It is. Overall, I think Naniwa is probably happy with the way things went, because there was building that many Zerglings he cut a couple drones here and there.
Sure.
And so it probably slowed Jaedong down more than Naniwa. But you know what? I think Jaedong did that on purpose to counter a Nexus built at 21 supply, which is the most common, one of the most common things Protoss do is they build a Nexus, then the militia core. And I think Jaedong's plan was to counter it. But Naniwa, oh, it's a Dark Shrine.
It's a Dark Shrine.
He's doing that Zealot pressure into DT play.
Of course, there's an Overlord very close to it. Oh, he sees it. Jaedong sees the Dark Shrine. This build is all about hiding that Dark Shrine, and Jaedong able to see that.
You can't hide things from this guy, man. Oh, now Naniwa knows it was spotted. I think he has to know that Overlord saw that Dark Shrine being built. But what's really cool about Naniwa is I think he knew Jaedong might try something like those early Zerglings, and he got the Militia Core before the Nexus.
Right. So, like, again, it's a situation, as you said, if he had gotten the Nexus a little bit earlier.
And the Mothership Core a little bit later,
he has to cancel the Nexus.
I mean, even 5 seconds later on that Mothership Core, and the Nexus would not have, would have had to been canceled.
Wow. All right. Jaedong, in seeing the Dark Shrine, is going to go right for that layer. Of course, getting that Overseer out as fast as possible is important. Now, Dark Shrine is done. Is there a pylon across the map? There is on the top left-hand side there. 3 DTs being warped in. I don't see any Spore Crawlers, Nick.
I mean, he did see the Dark Shrine.
No, he absolutely did. Still no Spore. There is no detection for Jaedong.
I mean, he sees him now. He has to.
Well, now he absolutely knows.
Now he's starting Spore Crawlers, but you know what?
Hold on a second.
They could actually just kill the Spore Crawler. They're going to go straight for the hatchery.
Target on the hatchery. Can Naniwa get the natural expansion? There's no Spore Crawler in the vicinity. 4 Spore Crawlers immediately being made.
Yes.
This could be huge. He's going to get it.
For sure, that hatchery is going to go down. Now the question is, can the DTs escape without dying, or how much more damage can they do?
The hatchery goes down, and Jaedong spotted the Dark Templar play, losing the hatchery. And can Naniwa get away with his DTs?
I think Jaedong must have thought it was a pylon. That's a location you often put a pylon. It's the exact same size as this building as a pylon, right? And he only saw it while it was building. So if he didn't click on it, he would have just assumed.
It's a blue ball of light.
He would have assumed that's a pylon.
Okay. You know, that makes sense.
That's actually pretty crazy.
Double Stargate follow-up here from Naniwa.
Double Stargate off 2 bases. You know, this can work. A lot of people are afraid of doing double Stargate off 2 bases because it's hard to take a 3rd base. Because Zerg can overwhelm it before you get the wall set up, right? So a lot of people try to set the wall up first, then go to start units. But given the fact that Jaedong only has 2 hatcheries to produce units from right now, there's no way he can make enough roaches or speedings to overwhelm a 3rd Nexus as long as there's a few Void Raids overhead.
Ling's looking around for pylons, looking around for scary stuff. I don't think he's identified the double Stargate play from his opponent for now, getting that natural expansion back up. Going into roach speed, also has Burrow just now beginning. Overseer with these Lings looking for those Dark Templars, trying to track him down, those units. Naniwa does not want to lose right now.
No, DTs are very, very expensive. Even if you kill Hatcher, if you lose all of your early Dark Templar, it may not be worth it. Oh, he's taking out the Overseer, though.
Wow.
But he's revealed the Void Rays.
Yep, he has another. The Overseer going to confirm what he has been suspicious of, going to confirm the double Stargate play, double Void Ray play. Now, I'm imagining Naniwa goes out and takes the 3rd right now. Yeah, the 3rd gets taken down. Link's coming forward, though, here from Jaedong.
And this is the hard part about getting just Void Rays. If you're spending all your gas on Void Rays, you don't have any Sentries or Zealots out, it's very difficult to take that 3rd base early. I mean, we're almost at the 11-minute mark, and Naniwa still doesn't have a substantial ground army yet because of the DT and Void Ray investment.
He can try to target down like Spores and Overseers with the Void Rays, and then let the DTs do work here at the 3rd. Let's keep an eye on that. The Spore Crawler's in the 3rd. There are some roaches there, so the DTs do have to be careful. Going to try to stay out of the detection, but the Void Rays are going to be looking for that Overseer. They want to keep those DTs hidden. Really cool strategy here from Naniwa.
Jaedong's continuing to add more Queens. Of course, that's to help deal with the Void Rays. Speedy's trying to cancel the 3rd yet again. Zealots are out there. They're seeing if there's a run by in the main, but the Zealots come back. They juke the Zealots. They're heading right back to the 3rd.
Oh, if Jaedong could cancel, that would be huge for him. Meanwhile, we have Naniwa across the map, targeting down the Spore, which means no detection. The DT's now starting to slice away the Queens, and the Roach is trying to back up to that Spore Crawler for that detection. There's a Mothership Core here as well, but that's 4 Void Rays targeting down the hatchery. Jaedong scrambling to deal with this. Back home, the 3rd was canceled here from Naniwa, so this is a must-kill situation here, and it looks like he is going to get the hatchery. Oh, or is he? The transfuses. Okay, he does get it. Wow, great pick off there from Naniwa. Going to try to take down these Queens.
And he's actually not just killed a 3rd, he's pretty much taking control of that entire section of the map, so it's going to be difficult for Jaedong to rebuild that. He's going to have to wait until some Hydralists.
DST's slicing away some drones. Overseers, again, they're being targeted down by the Void Rays.
just great play by Naniwa, going straight for those elements of detection.
She's gone, so there's no detection. There's detection somewhere.
Oh, Spore Crawler. Yeah,
just
barely in range. Those ZTs died. Hydra's going to force the Void Rays back. There may have to be a recall fairly soon here. Nano's trying to retake his third Nexus, and we're in a situation where Jaedong has got to rebuild his third hatch, but he hasn't quite started it yet. And the third Nexus is already halfway done. Of course, it was canceled twice.
Militia Core. Oh, okay. Oh, one Void Ray is so long.
I like how he's not recalling yet. As long as he's, if he messes up and loses the Mothership Core, that could be disastrous. But keeping his units here keeps Jaedong on his side of the map with the Hydranus.
He does not want to cancel that again.
Once it finishes, he can recall the Void Rays to the Nexus.
Yes.
He might have enough units here.
Pylon getting targeted down, 3 Sentries, 3 Zealots, 2 Stalkers coming forward. Looks like a recall did happen at the Natural Expansion, but Hydra's coming forward here from Jaedong, taking down one of the Void Rays. Every single Void Ray is so important when you're going for a heavy Void Ray strategy. Another one getting into the yellow, but Naniwa backing that guy up. Hydra's trying to run away, one getting out alive. Naniwa showing a little bit of mercy there. Keeping that third alive is what's important.
It is. Jaedong's in a rough spot. He's only in 2 base economy. He doesn't have any crazy tech units that can really turn a game around, like Infestors or Vipers. He's just on the Roach Hydra composition. Now, what's gone well for him is in that last engagement, he did pick off a couple of sentries. And those are difficult to replace with all the amount of gas investments Nano wants to do. So if he can keep the sentry count low, he can try to overwhelm Naniwa with Hydranus early on. And he's going for Nidus. He has to do that. It's very smart. He knows as time goes on with his economy, as soon as Naniwa adds in some storms or more sentries, he's in trouble. So he knows he needs to strike now while he has a production advantage because he can build a lot of Hydranus. His opponent is only incrementing out Void Rays. He's still trying to get in the storm.
Naniwa needs to spot this. Now he has all those Void Rays in the air, so what he could be doing right now is patrolling around his side of the map, making sure to clear out the Overlords. With no vision over here, there's no Nidus potential, but there's a spot that is completely dark here for Naniwa at the bottom left-hand side.
There's no recall. The Mothership Core only has 74, 75 energy.
Naniwa's
we could have
committed.
a crazy base race.
What a more appropriate beginning to Championship Sunday here at the Spring Championship event in Anaheim, California. Naniwa, oh my god, there's so many Hydras, there's no way he can engage that right now. Gonna back up, remember, the Nidus is done, all the units going inside, and Naniwa doesn't necessarily know about this, but he's about to find out.
And what is he gonna do? Now, he's close to recall, but if he recalls to the third base, he'll recall on top of Zerg army.
And that's a lot of Hydras. He doesn't have the answer. He's just going to engage here. Engaging to the opponent's side of the map. This could be a base trade situation. Naniwa taking a lot of these units off guard. He can even target down the Nidus and prevent his opponent from retreating back. But at this point, I don't even know if Jaedong wants to retreat. The Nidus gets taken out. Meanwhile, Naniwa looks like he's going to lose his third base. But can he get enough damage done on his opponent's side of the map?
Oh, he cleaned up Jaedong's army on both sides.
Where's Jaedong's units?
Jaedong tried to pull most of them out of the Nidus room. They died as were being pulled out by the Zealots and Sentries. So it was really a situation where the Hydras are popping out right at the melee range.
Naniwa is up 167 on 115 supply. The army from Jaedong is non-existent. He has 11 Roaches in production, but what does that do against 6 Void Rays? Not much. 1 Hydra is the only anti-air along with the Queen. Maybe a Spore Crawler here, maybe a Spore Crawler there, but Naniwa in commanding control of game 1.
Oh, taking out the Nidus. Now he's just playing mop up here with the Zerg remnants. Jaedong desperately trying to hold behind the minerals. He may deal with a few Zealots, but there's so much Protoss firepower coming in behind us.
Jaedong desperately trying to come up with an answer. 7 Hydras about to pop out, but again, 6 Void Rays going to be plenty enough. 2 Hydras pop in right away. There's the GG. Naniwa takes game 1 of this best of 3. And that seemed mildly comfortable there for the Swedish player. And now he has a 1-0 advantage over one of the best Zerg players in the world to ever play StarCraft.
Amazing game by Naniwa. He just denied the third so many times. Well, first he denied the natural, the DTs, then he hit the third with the Void Ray DT combination. Jaedong could never establish that 3-base economy that Zerg really needs to have to produce their massive amounts of units.
So what happened to the entire Hydra army, the Hydra Roach army? He put it back in the Nidus.
So what he did, he left 7 Hydras to kill the Nexus.
Sure.
And then he sent the rest out. And what happened is, as they're piping out with Nidus,
because he had like 20 Hydras.
Yeah, but it was like 13, 14 Hydras, and they were popping out, and Zealots and Void Rays were just killing them. It might have been a mistake to try to pull him out of Nidus, but I think it was a situation where he knew that if he was basically in a tough spot, because if he didn't pull him out, he would have killed a third. But then Naniwa could just kill his natural, kill his main, recall back, save his own natural, and it would have been a rough spot.
Wow, what an intense game 1 there. Naniwa taking it. Naniwa is 1 win away from advancing to the next round of the Spring Championship event at StarCraft 2 Heart of the Storm, but If there's anyone that has something to say about that, it's this guy. It's Jaedong. He must win 2 in a row. He's certainly capable, guys. Stay tuned. Game 2. Jaedong Naniwa coming up.
The Major League Gaming Pro Circuit